One thing we can now do is to insert a table into one of the cells, so we've got a table within another table. Let's have a look at how we might do that. We're going to insert it into cell 1. So we get rid of the text contents of cell 1, and all we do is we just start another table. So we have the table tag, and we close it, and we're just going to put a 2 by 2 table in here. So we start our row as normal and end it, and we're not going to bother with a heading, we're just going to use table data tags. So we're going to have cell A and cell B on the first row, and then in the second row we're just going to have cell B and C. And we therefore just need to close the row. And if everything's gone to plan, there we go. So we've now got, within this cell here, we've got another table. At the moment the border's not turned on to that table, so let's just turn the border on. There we go. So we can now see this second table within a table cell. We've looked at the alignment of the table as a whole, but we can also align individual cells. So for example, if we wanted to center this the text in this cell, then we can just use the align property, and again we just specify it as being centered. There is also a vertical align available, and this is just V align, and that has a number of different attributes available. So top, middle, bottom, baseline. Let's put it in the middle. And if we refresh it, yeah, this here is now nicely centered. We can also define a caption for our table, and this element is placed just before the TR tag. So let's just put the caption test table, and by default this gets placed at the top of the table. There we go. If we want to place it perhaps at the bottom, then we can use the align attribute along with the caption element, and there we go. Let's put it at the bottom, and now hopefully the caption will appear underneath the table rather than at the top. You may be saying to yourselves, well, that's a very useful feature to use, that of tables within HTML, but I can't really see much of a use for it. You don't very often see, for example, that kind of table layout in up-to-date websites. Well, I just want to show you an example of how they are used, and we're going to go on to the BBC website, and just into their news section. Now I have a little toolbar enabled at the bottom here that allows me to outline certain elements within the HTML document. So I'm just going to outline first of all the tables, and here we'll be able to see outlined every table that's present. And you see that, for example, the BBC website, although the border will be set to 0 so that you don't see any of the outline normally, that they use tables extensively to lay out their page. And as we scroll down, we see that it's used in a large number of places. We can also then turn on the table cells individually, and you'll see then every single cell outlined. So for example here they use a table which has 2 columns in it to separate the 2 news stories.